Today on Gear Scout, we're at the Modern Day Marine Military Expo in Washington, D.C., where the Marine Corps is looking at how it's going to destroy whatever obstacle it faces. And today we're going to look at a slew of weapons, everything from a folding machete to a grenade launcher. So we're here at Modern Day Marine with Colt to look at a new grenade launcher that could possibly replace what's in inventory now. So Doug, can you tell us a little about this grenade launcher?
Yeah, this grenade launcher is not really new. It's been around since 2004. A little bit about the gun. It's half the weight of a Mark 19, so just the gun alone weighs 39 pounds. The whole system, as you see it with the fire control, is less weight than a Mark 19. Some of the features of this gun that are a little bit different from the Mark 19 and what I would consider an improvement, first is it's actually shot from a closed bolt position. What's good about that is you get more accuracy and less dispersion. The other thing I really like about this system too is when you charge this system, it's 55 pounds to charge it, okay? So a Mark 19 is 100 pounds, it's both hands. This is one hand, 55 pounds. Another good feature about this though is that the bolt has a ratchet system. So the bolt will not go forward prematurely like a Mark 19 and give you a jam, right? So let me show you. So as I go to pull this, if I didn't get a full charge, it stops the bolt in different positions, right? It's got a ratchet system. But once I get all the way back, it's in forward. The other thing that's good about this gun from a safety aspect is there's no headspace and timing needed, okay? Unlike the Mark 19. Another feature is if the barrel is not put in correctly, the gun will not fire. You have to lock it in, it actually connects up and then it's ready to go. You can't put the gun incorrectly or the back plate won't go on. If you get a runaway gun, all you gotta do is open up the feed tray cover and the rounds will drop out and it stops. Another feature, no parts to take off the barrel or to break it down. So if you need to field strip it, you don't need to have any kind of tools to do that. So that's a big improvement as well. Same thing as a Mark 19, you can charge it twice by putting one round to the outside, or you can put it directly on the top of the bolt face and pull it back, and it just one charge and now you're ready to go. It's got a hydraulic buffer. It reduces your recoil by like 30%. This is the LVS2. It actually was designed for the Mark 47. This has a laser rangefinder. It also has the different ammos that you can shoot in the gun. So it already has the ballistic data. Once you laser target, you can add windage and stuff like that to kind of give it, make you more accurate to send the first round down and put it on target. So that's really good. You have the day camera, but you can also go to thermal, right? So we can just rotate the thermal. So you laze the target, it's hard to see here, but when you laze this target, you're lasing it with this circle. As soon as you do that, it's going to allow this reticle to jump. And all you have to do now that you have your ballistic solution, you just move it over, put it on the target and fire it. The other thing that this does too is it has a super elevation. So if I'm on a target and it's super elevated, I'm at like, let's just say 1,500 meters, and my barrel's like this, now I can't see the target. With this fire control system, I can hit the super elevation button and bring my reticle back down while still being on the target, right? It rotates the camera. So now I can see it and now I can shoot it by just pushing the button and rotating it down to get it on target. The whole system was designed to be man-portable, really truly man-portable. Reducing soldier load is always important, right? Being more mobile, being able to move faster, it just makes you more lethal at the end of the day. And with the fire control, you're getting first rounds on target a lot quicker, right? It's a lot more accurate during, perfect conditions. You could literally laze the target and drop one round into like a 12 by 12 square, right? So as you reach distances, obviously it becomes a little bit more challenging. 40 millimeter is not the most inherent accurate round, but having all these capabilities put into the system makes it really lethal on the battlefield. You can also shoot air burst capability in this gun as well. It's counter defilade, right, is what most people were using this for. So the Mark 47 is the only gun that has in-barreling airburst capability. So there are some other systems where it's times the round outside, like RF, IR, but the Mark 47 is the only gun that can do it in barrel. Now, what's good about in-barreling is it, it can't be jammed anyway by smoke, dust, sand, any of that, because everything's timed inside. So if I was going to shoot airburst technology and use an airburst round, the theory behind it is affecting troops and defilade, right? So troops and defilade. So what I would do is I would laze the berm, right? And once I get to laze to the berm, I can add 2 meters, right? So I'd laze the berm, add 2 meters, and just put it above the berm. And so as it crosses the berm, now it's comes over the top and explodes. A better way to kind of understand it too would be like in a building, right? So you're taking fires from a building, whatever, something like that. If you need to do, actual, effect inside the building, you just laze the base, of the window, and then add 3 meters. So you bring it up, add 3 meters, and it'll drop in. You time it into it. Yeah.
Thanks. Well, this has all been extremely informative, and a whole lot of advancements on the Mark 19 I used to shoot when I was in the Marine Corps 20 odd years ago. I appreciate you taking time to explain all these features to us.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Here at Modern Day Marine with Tom and Colt, we're going to talk about the Precision Grenadier system. So Tom, I understand, a lot of people talk about drones, they knock them out of the sky with jamming, with different kinds of things, but this system does not just drones, other things as well. So talk to us about how it takes care of drones and other threats.
Correct. So Precision Grenadier system, this is a partner with Northrop Grumman. We're a subcontractor to them. The system here is designed with the optic, weapon system, and 3 types of ammunition. We have the training ammunition, the high explosive airburst ammunition, and the proximity ammunition, all produced by Northrop Grumman. So the primary focus of the PGS system here is anti-defilade. So a soldier carried weapon that can take out threats behind defilade, behind walls, behind berms, inside buildings. So not having a squad or team maneuver on, say, an enemy bunker or a known threat, the PGS gunner in that rifle squad can then engage that target, quickly eliminating that threat, and allowing that squad, platoon, or company to follow on to their primary mission.
You show us a few of the features on the weapon?
Of course. So, 5-round magazine, ambidextrous fire controls. It's a semi-automatic system, about a 14 to 15-inch barrel, free float, ergonomic barrel here. Butt stock extends out. In total weight, you're looking under the 15-pound requirement for the U.S. Army, completely loaded. Right now, it'll have the different types of ammunition loaded in the 5-round magazine. The intent is for that ammunition to be able to talk to that optic, and the optic to talk to that ammunition. So when employed, when that soldier is employing this weapon system in battle, they can engage targets behind defilade, and in some cases, with changing out of the magazine or ammunition, via a counter-drone type solution.
And the ability to do some short-range counter-drone as well. I guess you don't have to carry another system. You can have something kind of in your pocket to do both.
Correct. So the idea is that the operator, the soldier, will carry several different types of magazines filled with high explosive airburst ammunition or proximity rounds, and based on that threat and mission set, they'll be able to react appropriately.
So I'm a bit of a gun guy. So what caliber is this, and what effects can I see come out of some of these different rounds coming out of the barrel?
So right now the caliber is agnostic to the Army. So the Army is looking at anywhere from 40 millimeter solution down to 20 millimeter solution. This solution right here with Northrop Grumman and Colt is 25 millimeter. So with that, our theory is Northrop Grumman is a mass producer of the 25 millimeter round. So the same factory lines, the same technology, the same workmanship that goes into manufacturing that caliber is going to be more cost effective to the end user. The weight is also a plus here, the 25 millimeter versus a 40 millimeter type solution. You carry more of it versus a 40 millimeter type solution.
More rounds down range.
More rounds down range.
And you mentioned a variety of different rounds. Can you tell us like some of the effects that those types of rounds might have on a target?
Right, so training round, standard training round for the soldier to train on in a non-combat environment. You have the high explosive airburst round, which is going to be your counter defilade round. Right, so that'll be the airburst type ammunition to detonate overhead, defeating those threats that are behind a defilade or behind cover. The proximity round is where you get into the detonation of that high explosive round in proximity to a small UAS.
And the Army is the main mover on this right now. Have you seen any interest from foreign companies or from Special Operations or the Marine Corps yet?
We've seen some interest in the Marine Corps. They do have a counter-drone type shotgun capability they're looking at right now. We've seen interest from the U.S. Air Force, Army, SOCOM, and some of the Five Eyes partner nations.
So that was some advanced weaponry, but now we're gonna have to go back to the basics occasionally. And for that, let's go look at a folding machete.
So what we have here is the Gerber double down foldable machete. And what you're gonna have with this is a 420 high carbon steel and a quad lock locking system where you've got 2 tabs, one on each side. You press those tabs in and the tool opens itself up. The locking bar here at the bottom. You've got the stability bar here on top, baton jimping, two-handed grip if needed. And it's made out of 420 high carbon steel, which means it's gonna hold its blade, and then if it were to need to be resharpened, it's going to be easy to resharpen in the field. Typically, I mean, anything you got that needs blunt force, like small trees, shrubs, things like that, cactus, it would go through pretty quick. Just something that you would need a very blunt, heavy steel, 420 high carbon to go through your medium that you're trying to defeat. Once again, the quad lock locking system, you have your locking bar at the bottom, so you just simply pull that to unlock it. And then the quad lock here, you got these 2 tabs and 2 on the back side. You squeeze those together, and it comes out, but it locks here, so you don't run the risk of possibly cutting yourself there. And then you press those tabs back in, and it closes back on itself, and just lock your locking bar down at the bottom, and you're good to go.